The Liechtenstein Royal Family, known officially as the House of Liechtenstein, has a storied history that dates back several centuries. This illustrious lineage began to gain prominence in the late Middle Ages, with its roots deeply intertwined with the Holy Roman Empire. The family's ascent to princely status is a tale of strategic land acquisitions and political maneuvering. Key to their rise was the purchase of the Lordships of Schellenberg and Vaduz, acquired in 1699 and 1712 respectively. These acquisitions were pivotal, as owning land that was immediate to the Holy Roman Empire was a prerequisite for obtaining a seat in the Imperial Diet, the empire's principal assembly. This strategic move paid off when, on January 23, 1719, Holy Roman Emperor Charles VI elevated these lands, merging them to form the Principality of Liechtenstein. This elevation honored Anton Florian of Liechtenstein, a trusted servant of the emperor, and marked the birth of the principality that bears the family's name. Interestingly, for many decades following this elevation, the princes of Liechtenstein never actually visited the territory of their principality. Their main interest lay elsewhere, primarily in their Austrian estates and other holdings across the Austro-Hungarian Empire. Today, the Liechtenstein royal family remains a significant figure in European aristocracy. While they no longer hold the vast territories they once did, their influence extends beyond the borders of their small principality. The family experienced considerable losses in property during World War II, especially with the annexation of Czechoslovakia and the expropriation of their estates there. However, they adapted and shifted their focus towards finance and banking, notably with the establishment and expansion of the LGT group, which helped restore and enhance their wealth in the latter part of the 20th century. The history of the Liechtenstein royal family is inextricably linked to their shrewd acquisitions and expansions across Europe, particularly during the formative years of their principality. The story of their rise in status and power is marked by strategic land purchases and political maneuvering. The journey towards prominence began with Karl I, Prince of Liechtenstein, who initiated the family's efforts to acquire territories that were immediate to the Holy Roman Empire. This strategy was crucial, as owning such lands was essential for attaining a princely status within the empire. The most notable acquisitions under this strategy were the purchases of the Lordships of Schellenberg in 1699 and Vaduz in 1712. These acquisitions were masterminded by Johann Adam Andreas I von Liechtenstein, Karl I's grandson, marking a significant turning point in the family's history. The unification and elevation of Vaduz and Schellenberg were the crowning achievements of these territorial ambitions. On January 23, 1719, the Holy Roman Emperor Charles VI declared these lands united, thus forming the Principality of Liechtenstein. This was a symbolic moment, as it elevated the Liechtenstein family to the status of sovereign rulers of a principality, in honor of Anton Florian of Liechtenstein, a key figure in the family at that time. This elevation to princely status was more than a mere territorial gain. It was a significant leap in the family's prestige and political influence within the Holy Roman Empire. The Principality of Liechtenstein, formed in this manner, became a member state of the Holy Roman Empire. This newfound status was a testament to the family's political astuteness and their ability to navigate the complex landscape of European aristocracy. However, despite their ownership, the princes of Liechtenstein did not initially take a significant interest in their principality, focusing instead on their other European estates, particularly in Austria and the broader Austro-Hungarian Empire. The principality itself was managed from afar, and it was only much later that the family established a more direct presence in Liechtenstein. These early efforts and the subsequent formation of the Principality of Liechtenstein set the stage for the family's ongoing influence in European affairs. It marked the beginning of a legacy that would see the Liechtenstein family navigate through centuries of European history, adapting and evolving to maintain their status and influence. The Liechtenstein Royal Family, despite ruling over one of the smallest countries in Europe, has historically owned a significant number of properties and estates outside the borders of their principality, particularly in Austria and the former Austro-Hungarian Empire. These holdings are a testament to their wealth and influence throughout European history. The family's most important residences were not in Liechtenstein, but in Vienna and other parts of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. The Liechtenstein City Palace and Liechtenstein Garden Palace in Vienna stand out as prominent examples of their grandeur and architectural taste. These palaces were not just homes, they were symbols of the family's status and power in the region. The political landscape of Europe underwent dramatic changes in the 20th century, and these shifts had a profound impact on the Liechtenstein family's holdings. The rise of Nazi Germany and the annexation of Austria in 1938, followed by the occupation of Czechoslovakia, led to significant losses for the family. Their properties in Czechoslovakia, including the major estates of Lineage and Vaduz, were confiscated by the Nazis. This forced the family to relocate their primary residence to Vaduz, the capital of their principality, in 1939. After World War II, the family faced further challenges. The Beneš decree resulted in the expropriation of their Czechoslovak properties. Additionally, most of their Austrian properties were located in the Soviet occupation zone, making them inaccessible until the end of the occupation in 1955. These events were a significant blow to the family's wealth and status in Europe. The Liechtenstein Royal Family's diverse and extensive real estate holdings throughout Europe, especially their palaces and estates in Austria and the former Czechoslovakia, reflect their long-standing influence and importance in European aristocracy. These properties, affected by the tides of 20th century European history, tell a story of both grandeur and loss, encapsulating the complexities of aristocratic life in a changing continent. The Liechtenstein royal family's history is deeply entwined with the broader narrative of European politics, particularly during the tumultuous periods of the World Wars. These global conflicts and the subsequent political changes had profound impacts on their holdings and status. World War II was a turning point for the Liechtenstein family, bringing significant challenges and changes. The occupation of Czechoslovakia by Nazi Germany led to the annexation of Czech territories, including areas where the family had substantial properties. The Liechtenstein family opposed this annexation, and as a result, their properties in these regions, including the significant estates of Lineage and Vaduz, were confiscated by the Nazis. The loss was a major blow to the family's wealth and standing. The Anschluss of Austria in 1938 further complicated matters. The family's Austrian properties, including their palatial residences in Vienna, fell under Nazi control. In response to these events, Prince Franz Joseph II moved the family's residence from Vaduz to Vaduz in 1939, marking a significant shift in the family's focus to their principality in Liechtenstein. The aftermath of World War II continued to pose challenges for the Liechtenstein family. The Beneš decrees, enacted in Czechoslovakia, led to the expropriation of their Czechoslovak properties. Additionally, their Austrian estates were situated in the Soviet occupation zone, rendering them inaccessible until the end of the occupation in 1955. And these events resulted in the loss of a large part of the family's land holdings, significantly diminishing their wealth and influence in the region. Despite these considerable losses, the Liechtenstein family demonstrated remarkable resilience. In the latter part of the 20th century, they successfully restored their prosperity by diversifying their interests, particularly into banking and finance. The expansion of the LGT Group, a small Liechtenstein bank, into an internationally operating financial company, played a crucial role in this recovery. This shift marked a transition from traditional land-based wealth to modern financial and business ventures, enabling the family to regain their financial footing and maintain their status in European aristocracy. The impact of the World Wars and the political upheavals of the 20th century on the Liechtenstein royal family highlights their ability to adapt to changing circumstances. Despite significant challenges, they emerge with a transformed yet enduring presence in Europe, showcasing the dynamism and resilience that characterizes long-standing aristocratic families. Central to the family's economic revival was the transformation of the banking sector. The LGT Group, originally a small Liechtenstein bank, was expanded and developed into an internationally operating financial institution. This strategic move marked a significant shift from traditional land-based wealth to modern financial services. The success of LGT Group played a crucial role in restoring the family's financial standing and enabled them to maintain their position in European aristocracy despite their losses they had suffered during the World Wars. The diversification into finance and banking was not just a means of wealth generation, it represented a modernization of the family's economic base, aligning them with contemporary forms of wealth and influence. This strategic pivot was essential for the family's adaptation to the changing economic landscape of post-war Europe. Today, the Liechtenstein Royal Family's economic interests extend beyond banking. Their investments are diversified, including various ventures across Europe. This diversification strategy has not only stabilized their financial status, but also expanded their influence in different sectors. Their economic activities are not confined to their principality, but have a broader European and global reach. This global presence underscores the family's successful transition from a traditional, aristocratic lineage to a modern, entrepreneurial dynasty. Their ability to adapt and evolve in response to changing economic circumstances has been a key factor in their enduring prominence. The economic revival and diversification of the Liechtenstein family's interests have been instrumental in maintaining their status and influence in the 21st century. By successfully navigating the challenges of the 20th century and adapting to the modern economic landscape, the family has continued to play a significant role in European affairs both politically and economically. The Liechtenstein royal family's journey from a land-owning aristocracy to a modern financial powerhouse is a testament to their resilience and adaptability. Their economic strategies have not only restored their wealth, but also ensured their continued relevance in the rapidly evolving global landscape. The princely collections, boasting a history of more than 6 centuries, are a testament to the family's enduring commitment to art and culture. Each reigning prince, according to his own taste, contributed to expanding and enriching these collections. Notably, Prince Karl Eusebius I and Prince Johann Adam Andreas I were instrumental in acquiring a wealth of Flemish paintings, including significant works by Peter Paul Rubens. In 1712, the gallery of Johann Adam Andreas I was reputed to have housed more than 50 paintings by Rubens, showcasing the family's significant role in preserving and promoting Flemish art. The decision in 1810 by Prince Johann I to use the Liechtenstein Garden Palace as a public gallery marked a pivotal moment in making art accessible to a wider audience. This initiative underscored the family's dedication to sharing their art collections with the public, contributing to the cultural richness of Vienna and beyond. The Liechtenstein family's interest in Flemish painting, particularly during the Baroque period, played a significant role in preserving this genre of art. Their acquisitions and patronage provided crucial support for artists and helped preserve masterpieces that might otherwise have been lost to history. The family's cultural contributions extend beyond their art collections. Their historical residences, such as the Liechtenstein City Palace and the Garden Palace in Vienna, are architectural marvels that reflect the artistic and cultural tastes of the times. These properties have hosted numerous cultural events and have been integral in promoting the arts in the region. The Principality of Liechtenstein is a constitutional monarchy with a distinctive structure. The reigning prince shares power with the people, a setup that is somewhat unique in the world of monarchies. According to the Constitution of the Princely House of Liechtenstein, established in 1993, all members of the family, other than the reigning prince, bear titles of Prince or Princess of Liechtenstein and Count or Countess of Reichsberg. This constitutional framework outlines the roles and responsibilities of the royal family and sets the tone for their involvement in the state's governance. The current Prince of Liechtenstein, Hans Adam II, has played a significant role in shaping the principality's political landscape. His stewardship has been marked by an emphasis on maintaining a balance between traditional monarchical authority and modern democratic principles. The power-sharing arrangement in Liechtenstein is a notable feature of its governance. The prince and the people exercise state power together, which is a unique model in contemporary Europe. This arrangement allows for a blend of monarchical influence and democratic participation, ensuring that the governance of the country reflects both its historical legacy and modern political ideals. This system has enabled Liechtenstein to maintain stability and prosperity, even as other European monarchies have seen their roles diminish or evolve dramatically. The Principality's approach to governance is often seen as a model of how traditional institutions can adapt to modern expectations while retaining their essential character. Over 300 years since its formation, the Principality of Liechtenstein remains a vibrant and significant entity in Europe, largely due to the leadership and vision of the Liechtenstein Royal Family. The family's role in the state is not merely ceremonial. They actively participate in the governance and development of the country. This active involvement has ensured that the Principality has remained relevant and influential in European affairs, despite its small size.